My name is Jo Fernandes, and what do? I'm currently the Head of Competition for Australia for the FIFA Women's World Cup 2023. I like spending time with my 13-year-old son. He's a bit of a football fanatic as well, so you often find me around a football field anyway, outside of my football work. My connection to the Matildas is that I was fortunate to be their team manager for 13 years.
Jo was a core part of our team for a number of years. She was our go-to lady, one of the best managers we've ever had. So she was an integral part of the Matildas for a very long time, and yeah, saying goodbye to her and her leaving and moving on to other roles was a pretty somber time for the Matildas, but she's someone that we'll always remember.
Well, the first thing, and I can say this personally, she managed to keep me on the straight and narrow for the 8 years that we worked together and keep me organised, make sure I got to the right place at the right time. And she was calm, controlled, never flustered, make sure everything got done, and she did it in such a professional, controlled, easygoing, relaxed manner that she was just, invaluable to the team.
She was there from the beginning and really kind of helped ease, the next and current generation of footballers from Australia. So not worrying about your flights or food or washing or, it's all sorted. Someone has an answer for it. I think, that really kind of puts your mind at ease so you can just focus on football.
Jo has done more work at a higher level with less recognition than pretty much any other Australian I know in football. I guess people don't know the name of that person who stands on the halfway line with their hand up and drops their arm at the moment when all the broadcasts are synced and so on, but that's Jo, and she's as humble and personable and helpful and terrific as ever.
She was like a mum. You could tell she was always nurturing and maternal, and when she had her own child eventually, I guess that moved on to him, and he was a very lucky boy, but yeah, she was always like a mum.
You're so close and you live in each other's pockets for some really intense period of times that you end up more like a family than a job. So yeah, I laugh when they say that I was like their mum, but when I look back, now that I am a mum, I can see why they would say that. I really enjoy that analogy.
Yeah, I think the way Jo handled everything was unbelievable. I mean, the logistics that she had to sort of do for us, and I remember as a young kid being over in, if it was China or Vietnam, being, Jo, can I borrow your phone to call my parents, please? And, she would be there to do that, or how to set up a washing line and that sort of stuff. So, I mean, yeah, from arranging buses that didn't show up to literally helping me wash my socks, I think Jo was there and she was supportive, and just how she made things happen, I don't know, but she was a miracle worker.
Being referred to as an unsung hero of the Matildas, it really does give me goosebumps. I was just doing my job. I mean, I loved my job and I really enjoyed being a part of the team. I was happily behind the scenes, but really grateful to be involved for such a long period of time.
I think when she eventually had her child, it was a pretty momentous occasion for all of us, and then having him grow up with the team as well, and it became like a true family, and I think that's one of my favourite memories.
I just think, yeah, hands down, she's unbelievable and sort of the epitome of what a working mum is, and how you can still have a child and do both, and yeah, so she's unbelievable.
I just want to say thank you to Jo, because I think making, my life coming into the national team after, my dad passing away and being away from home, and just making it really easy to communicate back home and making sure that I felt really welcome. That kind of stuff that I wouldn't think of as a teenager, she made sure that it was all taken care of, and I really appreciate that.
To do everything that she did and to be away so much and to have a family as well and be away from them, it definitely takes a lot of sacrifice, and Jo definitely did that, and she did that without complaint, and just thank you for support on such a personal level.